Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In the next few videos, I wanted to document the progress of a piece from the very beginning all the way to a performance level standard, or at least what I can do at this point in time with the skill that I currently have. I thought I would like to create something like this to show you guys what happens before I press the record button that last time and then upload the piece to my channel. In order to do so, I will have 3 different episodes as I see them at this point. The first one would be an introductory one. Secondly, I will talk about the interpretation of the piece and what I think it means for me. And then lastly would be the performance itself. In this episode, I will try and introduce the piece to you and give you some context. Analyze the different sections and what I think they mean at this point in time. This might change as I play through the piece more, as well as share the progress of what this looked or sounded like at 5 hours, 10 hours, and at around the 13-hour mark. I hope you'll find some value in this and seeing how other people struggle. So please do let me know in the comments if you like this idea or if there's anything else that you would have liked to see, as well as things that you think I should focus on the next few episodes. Although I had this concept in my head for a few months now, it was only when Felipe and Elena told me that they like to see something like this when I was like, you know what, I'll actually do this and put it out there. So please do let me know because I'm listening to your ideas. However, I would like to emphasize that this is not meant to be a tutorial. I'm not trying to show you how to play this piece. It's simply just a documentation process of my own learning. If you'd like to see that type of content, please see the likes of Josh Wright or Graham Fitch or Paul Burton. They're all extremely knowledgeable, fantastic players. Please do subscribe to their own channels because I've learned so much by following them and learned so many principles that I've been able to use in my own learning. And now some information about this piece and context as it might help you understand the piece a bit better. First of all, I would like to thank Retro Piano, and I'll link your channel here, because I came across this piece by following his channel, and this is, I guess, how we got to this video. This piece was written as a dedication to Titus Wojciechowski, I hope I said that right, in 1827. The name of the piece simply just means Contredanse. Chopin was not so big on naming pieces. This still sounds like a waltz, maybe like a compound waltz, because it has 6 beats in a measure. I also think it has some of the characteristics of the Chopin waltzes, which you might know they were not actually intended to be danced on, as opposed to Schubert, for example, but they were intended to be played in a salon, usually for aristocrats, and just evoke specific feelings. And I'm saying they were not intended to be danced on due to a few reasons, such as rubato, which is a sudden change in tempo, sudden change in rhythm, so you couldn't really predict what was going to happen and keep up dancing on it. So I wanted to take a few seconds to talk about the structure of this piece as well, because I think that's crucial when it comes to learning a new piece and breaking it down into something that you can digest. One of the difficulties in this piece is the fact that it's mainly written in 6 flats, in G flat, which is very hard to get your head around if you've never played any piece in more than, I don't know, 3 flats or something like that. But it does get better once you actually start playing through it. So this might look daunting when you see so many different notes and sections, but it's actually just 3 different parts that repeat. So when it comes to the structure of this piece, you really just have 3 different sections. You have A at the beginning, followed by a section B, followed by a slightly different A section, but it's just the beginning. C, which is completely different, and this bridges the 2 different halves of the piece, I guess. Then you have exactly the same as the beginning, A, then a B section, and ends again with the A. So really it's A, B, A, C, A, B, A. However, it's important that you don't just think as, oh, here comes section B followed by C and now we go back to A. I think it's more about the fact that you have to create a story with the different sections that you have, and knowing the sections helps you know what comes next and how you're going to make the transition between the section that you're currently in and the end section, and also knowing where the beginning is, bridge, where the end is, helps you understand and memorize the piece. As an analogy, in your own house, you have specific places for different things. So if you go into the kitchen, you have a specific purpose, you're going to act in a different way, you're going to have a specific task to do. If you need to shower, you don't have to think twice about where you have to go. And if you need to look for a pot and a pan, again, it's going to be fairly easy to know where you have to go. So it's the same with a piece. If you're at the beginning and introducing a theme, or if you're at the end and trying to finish off the piece, it's going to be so much easier to know what dynamics you're going to have to use. If you're playing a repeat the second time, if you have a clear story of how you've played it the first time and how you want to make a difference in the second, then it just is a lot easier to remember what you have to do and find an interpretation that works. I think this is more than enough for the first video because I didn't want to make it too long. Unfortunately, these videos take a lot of time to record, edit and put together, and I want to make sure that this time is spent as efficient as possible. So please do let me know in the comments what you think worked best in this video, what you would have liked to see a bit more of. And I know that it didn't have as much practical content, but that's what I want to include in the second video. So any thoughts that you have, please do let me know, and please do hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more content like this, and ensure that you're not going to miss any of the future videos.